Coming up on Mountain News this morning, September is National Preparedness Month, and first responders are encouraging you to take action now by creating emergency plans. And Baptist health doctors are reminding us that flu season is just around the corner. Flu shots now available in some areas.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Wednesday, September 3rd. It is 6 o'clock this morning and time for a check of our weather with meteorologist Megan Dusmal. It's a chilly start to our Wednesday and kind of our September.
Yeah, it really is, and we'll just keep on seeing those cooler temperatures through the next several days. Here's what we're looking outside of your door this morning. 50s and 60s. Normally this time of year we sit about at 63 degrees, so for most folks we are cooler than average with the exception of Somerset and Monticello, which is right at average. Now this afternoon we will be seeing temperatures cooler than what you'd expect this time of year, mostly in the upper 70s. However, some folks do have the chance of hitting that 80-degree mark today. And as you travel towards Wise, looks like you have the chance of sticking in the 60s. Now we are tracking a little bit of rain this morning as you're traveling into portions of Leslie County, seeing some heavier rain. Now that will make its way into Perry and Knott County over the next couple hours. And then you'll notice as you travel more towards the corner of the region, Lee County, Harlan County, and Claiborne County, seeing some rain and storm activity this morning. Now in terms of the rain, we'll see that first round clearing out soon, but then some scattered showers will pick up heading into those afternoon and evening hours. Amelia.
As folks continue to remember WYMT Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson, some of his co-workers are reminiscing on all of the love, laughs, and impactful moments at WYMT. I spoke with some of them who have nothing but fond memories to share.
To call him an angel would be an understatement. He finally got his wings.
Former co-workers coming together to remember their friend, WYMT Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson. Kyle Collier, former assistant news director, says during every severe weather threat, Brandon would be on air, alerting you to the dangers ahead.
And whenever we would learn about those people that passed, Brandon would literally afterwards sit there and cry over it. And he still brings those moments up today.
With an undeniable love for all things Christmas, he says he always called Brandon WYMT Santa Claus.
He's the jolly, good boy from Harlan County because he loved Christmas. He loved Harlan County. He loved Eastern Kentucky, and he loved the mountains.
Paige Poole worked in the Weather Center alongside Brandon, starting out when she was just 22 years old. He welcomed her with open arms, showing her the ropes.
He's just so warm. He's so welcoming. He's so loving. He welcomed me into the YMT family that we all know and love with just open arms. He is goofy. He's silly. He's kind. He was just such a bright in, I think, everyone's lives, but especially mine.
Poole says she was lucky to know and love Brandon Robinson.
He was just such a bright light. So today just seems a little bit more dim without him.
Former WYMT anchor and reporter Will Puckett says Brandon was his longest co-anchor and was a pleasure to work with every day.
It was a friendship on air. You always knew what you would get with him, and he taught you to love the mountains. He taught you that it didn't matter if you were having a bad day. Your responsibility was to the people of Eastern Kentucky to give them your best and to give them everything that you had. And
Puckett saying Brandon was the warm hug, the mountain accent, and the glue keeping everyone together.
I don't want people to be sad. I want them to be happy and thankful that we got to know Brandon Robinson like we all got to know him.
Puckett says he's keeping Brandon's wife Stephanie in his thoughts and prayers during this time and is encouraging others to do the same. While the visitation ended yesterday evening, the funeral is scheduled for today. That funeral service happening at 1 o'clock at Whitesburg First Baptist Church. The family asks folks to consider donating to Gray Matters Whitesburg instead of sending flowers. You can find all of our tributes to Brandon on WYMT.com. And with permission from Brandon's wife, we do plan on streaming his funeral service tomorrow, well actually today, and carrying it live on WYMT. The U.S. Small Business Administration wants people to know if you've been a victim of the floods in April and the tornado in May, you can still apply for a loan that will help you with economic relief. These loans can apply to businesses, homeowners, and renters who have been in a recent disaster area. There's no fee to apply, and the interest rate is 4%. As of last month, 236 Kentuckians have applied, and 49 homeowners and 4 businesses have been awarded loans.
You know, we've awarded, $11.2 million, and that's a pretty substantial amount. But I do know that we've not reached everybody. I do know folks are reluctant. They may not want to take out a loan, but they don't know the fact that it's deferred the first year interest-free. That's almost like free money for the first year.
You can go online to apply at lending.sba.gov, or you can go in person at the Center for Rural Development in Somerset. Well, September is National Preparedness Month, and first responders are encouraging you to take action now by creating emergency plans. Our area has had its share of natural disasters, from winter storms to flooding and tornadoes. These are just a few examples of why preparedness should be taken seriously. Rescue officials say having 2 go bags, one for your home and one for your car, will help if you have to evacuate quickly.
Some of the stuff that you need to have in that bag would be like food, water, a set of dry clothes, a battery-powered or hand-crank radio, some actual cash, a map of your area, your medicines, children and pet supplies.
Officials say it's also important to have a family emergency plan. This includes establishing meeting points, assigning responsibilities, and practicing evacuation routes. Baptist health doctors are reminding us flu season is just around the corner. Flu shots are now available across community pharmacies in the area. While the flu shot may not prevent you from getting the flu, it lessens the symptoms and shortens how long the virus lasts. It's not only beneficial for you, but also those who have a compromised immune system and others around you.
The best time to get the influenza vaccine is before flu season, because then your body's immune system has enough time to build up antibodies so that if you're exposed to the flu, you have less likelihood to get it. And if you do get it, your symptoms are less.
He also says to talk to your doctor before getting the vaccine to see if it's right for you. Well, yesterday marked the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II, known as VJ Day, or Victory over Japan, the day when Japan formally surrendered. A number of surviving veterans, ranging in age from 97 to over 100 years old, laid wreaths at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. to pay tribute to the more than 400,000 Americans killed during the war, as well as to the millions of American military members who helped lead the Allies to victory.
As you're heading out the door this morning, not only are we seeing those cooler temperatures, but some rain chances and fog are in the forecast. Let's break down that visibility for you this morning. Seeing that the densest fog will be as you're traveling south of Jackson towards Jonesville, and we're also seeing a little bit of some pop-up fog as you travel more towards the southwestern portion of the region. That will continue as we go through the next couple hours, as will those rain chances. Here's a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar, still tracking rain from Pulaski County into portions of Perry County, and then as you travel into Harlan, Claiborne, and Lee County, seeing some storm activity. We'll see those temperatures warming up into the 70s today. Amelia.
Well, thank you so much for joining Mountain News this morning at 6:09. A new step in the Trump administration's efforts to combat drug trafficking. We've got those details up next.